Before we get started, let me just say this. Yesterday's video was pretty, let's just say, interesting, I guess. If you didn't see it yet, I recommend checking it out. Actually, not even the video itself, but I recommend going over there and just reading the comments on the video. You're guaranteed to laugh. It's a good time, alright? Let's just say I baited a lot of people. I felt like it should have been pretty clear what was going on when I said they should add exosuits from Advanced Warfare into the game so you could move faster. I mean, like, come on, man. Like, if that wasn't good enough, I literally put the tweet in at the end explaining it. But honestly, I think this is kind of what happened. People saw the title of the video, got triggered, immediately clicked on the video, disliked it, left a comment telling me to kill myself, and then exited off the video. They probably never actually even watched the video or listen to what was said in the video. In the rare case that they actually did watch the video and they really think I want to put exosuits into Battlefield, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. That's on you. That's not on me. At that point, it's on you. Anyways, though, enough about that. Well, actually, hold on. Let me just throw this in here real quick. For the people that actually want my true opinion on the game, honestly, I'm pretty neutral on it. It's hard for me to judge the game because it's just not something I'm interested in. It's just not something that appeals to me. So it's hard for me to say like it's good or it's bad because either way I just don't enjoy it. For example, baseball. Well, now hold on, don't take this as me comparing video games to sports. I'm just talking about the concept itself. But for example, let's just say I were to play a baseball video game. I wouldn't like the game even if it was the best baseball game you could have in the world. It could be the best game ever. I'm just not interested in baseball, so I'm not gonna like the game. Does that make sense? It doesn't really mean it's good or bad. I don't know, man. Like, you're asking the wrong person to tell you whether it's good or bad. Ask someone who likes Battlefield and who's into it or whatever. They'll probably tell you whether it's good or bad. They can give you a good opinion on it. I literally just don't care. I'm not the person to ask about that type of stuff. So anyways, on the other hand, something I am qualified to talk about, something I am interested in is Call of Duty. So let's go ahead and discuss Infinite Warfare. If you guys didn't know, currently there's an event going on called Call of Duty XP. It's basically COD Champs and the Infinite Warfare multiplayer reveal all bundled together in one giant event. So they've been playing like the matches for COD Champs and everything, and at the same time they've been dropping some Infinite Warfare multiplayer stuff, and I believe tomorrow or maybe the day after it's going to be open to the general public to play the game. I think right now only YouTubers and stuff can be playing it. So if you haven't seen any of the stuff yet, the trailer itself is on the official Call of Duty YouTube channel, and as far as all the other gameplay and information and stuff, they're on the typical sources that you would go to for that type of thing, you know what I mean? All the news channels and stuff have been uploading all their information because I'm not going to be including any of that in this video. I'm just going to talk about it because I'm not trying to get in trouble. Last time I put like 30 seconds of the trailer gameplay in my video just to kind of show what I'm talking about, and they copyrighted my shit, so I'm not dealing with that again. I'm not even going to risk nothing like that, so I'm just going to give my thoughts on it because I am not privileged enough to use that material. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to try to be as positive as I can, but at the same time I don't want to just get on here and lie to people, so I'm going to try my hardest not to be too harsh on the game because I haven't actually played it myself, so I guess it is a little bit unfair to be too critical of it. But when the beta comes out and I play it, then I can form a better opinion on it, and at that point, if it's trash, I will let you know at that point, alright, once I actually get to play it. But speaking of the beta, I think I should make a whole separate video talking about it, but I will say it's scheduled to come out on October 14th, and long story short, I just think that's way too late. I was expecting it to come out like next week, like immediately after COD XP. I thought that was the whole deal. For some reason, they're waiting until October 14th, but the actual game comes out on November 4th, so the beta only starts 3 weeks before the game comes out. By the time the beta ends, because PS4 gets it first for I guess about a week, and then Xbox One will get it the next week, and actually PC doesn't even get a beta, which is pretty weird. So by the time the beta is finished on the Xbox One, the game comes out like a week later. So I just don't understand what the deal is with that, but that might have to be a whole separate video to talk about that. Let me know if you want me to kind of break that down, because I'm pretty, I don't know, I wouldn't say upset, but I don't know, I don't agree with that. So my overall impression of the game, and what seems to be the majority opinion of the game from people that are there and from what people are saying online and stuff, is that it looks very much like Black Ops 3. It's very similar to Black Ops 3. I guess that's a good thing if we really think about it, because at least it's closer to Black Ops 3 than it is to Advanced Warfare. That would have been the last thing that we want, I guess you would say. So at least as far as futuristic movement, futuristic CODs go, Black Ops 3 is clearly better than Advanced Warfare. So if it's closer to Black Ops 3, that is a good thing, I guess. Now, I said this on Twitter, but I should probably phrase it differently for YouTube, but I just kind of want to say my main thoughts on the game is just that Infinite Warfare looks pretty much just like Black Ops 3, except they added in even more bullshit to the game. Now, what I mean by that is, as far as the actual gameplay itself, the movement system and everything, it's pretty much just like Black Ops 3, but it doesn't actually look like Black Ops 3 visually. I think the graphics kind of look like Advanced Warfare or Ghost, kind of a mixture of those type of graphics, because the color scheme for Black Ops 3 is pretty bright and like happy, I guess, if I would describe it. I don't know if that's a good way to describe it. Whereas the color scheme for Ghost and Advanced Warfare was kind of actually like more realistic almost in a way. It was just more dull and stuff. So I think it looks more like that. So I guess like if we really had to summarize it, it's a remake of Black Ops 3 with Ghost graphics set in a Advanced Warfare time period, if that makes sense. Like that's kind of like what it is. I don't know. But as far as the positives for the game are concerned, it's hard to really list out a lot without playing it. But one thing I definitely wanted to mention is they brought back the nuke, which I'm pretty happy about. It's going to be a 25 gun streak. So I guess it's more similar to the Moab than the nuke, but they're calling it a nuke. So I don't know if this has been figured out yet, but I'm curious to know whether or not it ends the game like it did in MW2, or if it's like MW3 or Advanced Warfare where you call it in, kill everyone, and then just keep playing like normal. So that's definitely something to look out for. Either way, I don't know if I really have a preference either way. Well, actually, I guess I'd rather it not end the game so you could like keep getting multiple in one game. That's kind of cool. But at the same time, ending the game as well is also cool. So I don't know. I mean, either way, doesn't matter. I'm happy they brought it back. That's definitely something cool that Infinity Ward always does for their games. Also, this doesn't really have to do with Infinite Warfare, more COD 4, but I believe they announced that they're actually going to do all 16 original maps for COD 4, which is amazing that they changed their mind. I don't know why they changed their mind. Maybe because everyone was freaking out and getting mad that they were only doing 10 maps. So for all the people that were getting mad at me a few months ago when I was complaining about only getting 10 maps, this is why you fucking complain. This is why if you're not happy with something, you make your voice heard. You say, no, we don't want 10 maps. We want all 16 maps. Guess what? They changed it to all 16 maps. Now, if I sat there and I didn't complain, and if everyone didn't complain, like people were saying, oh, you should be happy they're doing it for you. You should be happy they're just bringing the game back, dude. Why do you need all the maps? You're being greedy. No, it looks like all that complaining actually helped out, because now we're getting all the maps. So next time I make a video criticizing something, just let it soak into your mind that if you don't do that, they'll never change it. So just understand where I come from when I'm criticizing things. It's not for no fucking reason, alright? There's a reason, and it got the job done. I'm not saying, oh, I fucking did it on my own or whatever. I'm just saying, as a community, everyone complaining about that got them to change their mind. So we are happy about that, Infinity Ward. You did something right. I will give you your props. Thank you for putting all 16 maps in. It should have been like that from the beginning, but at the very least, you changed your mind and did the correct thing. So props to you on that. Now, some of the stuff that I'm a little bit worried about, specialists are back. I believe they are now called rigs, and from what I saw, a lot of the abilities are the exact same from Black Ops 3, just under different names, but I'm sure there's going to be some new abilities as well. I mean, I saw camo, I saw like the scythe, I saw something which I think is going to be gravity spikes. At least from reading the description, it sounded just like gravity spikes. There's one that's like overdrive. So a lot of the ones from BO3 are back, although there will will be some new ones, of course, that we haven't seen. I don't know how to feel about that. We'll just have to wait and see. As long as they're not crazy, overpowered, or super annoying, I guess it's fine. I'm not a big fan of specialists. I just feel like they give easy kills to bad players, whereas I feel like if they didn't use a specialist in that situation, they probably wouldn't have killed me. Like, if I go into a room and I kill someone, but they just touch me with the purifier and I die, I wouldn't have died if they were using a gun in that situation. You know what I mean? So it's just situations like that where I get kind of annoyed. So that's why I kind of have a problem with specialists. And also, I don't know if it's just me, but I noticed that there were a lot of explosives in the trailer. That kind of worries me because, as we know, Infinity Ward has a history of having overpowered explosives in their games. One-man army, dead man's hand, all that sort of stuff. So they kind of have a history of that, right? So that makes me a little bit concerned to see all these different type of grenades and explosives and launchers and stuff in the trailer, because it seemed like there was a lot. It seemed a bit excessive to me. I don't know if I was the only one who noticed that. So that does definitely kind of worry me as well. I don't want this to be another MW2 situation where we have something like that in the game. But other than that, I mean, that's really my initial thoughts on the game. Nothing too in-depth, just some stuff that I noticed, some positives, some negatives, overall impression of the game. I'm sure as the weeks go on, we're going to get a little bit more information. I'm honestly like a little bit confused on how all of it works right now. I think they brought back weapon variants because I know you have to have a certain type of variant on your gun to get the nuke. Like, I don't know. I think they brought back weapon variants and specialists and everything. Like, this game seems pretty detailed, so we're going to need some more time to really break everything down and understand it. And it's really hard to do so without actually playing it yourself. Just watching a video and like trying to understand everything is just way harder than just playing it yourself. So we'll see in October when the beta comes out how everything goes down. But for now, you know, we'll just sit here and keep getting this information, and I guess we'll just judge off that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts on the Infinite Warfare reveal down below. I think today, the day I'm uploading this, we're going to get the COD 4 reveal, which I'll make a video about that tomorrow. That would be super cool. I'm very excited to see that. I've been hearing some pretty good stuff about that, so we'll see. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.